Good. All right, welcome, Cate. Cate's from Abaddon Photography, all the way over the ditch in New Zealand, and is one of my superstar clients. And we're just going to ask a couple of questions. So, Cate, tell us a bit about you and what you do, what sort of photography you're doing over there.
So I'm predominantly a portrait photographer, families, pets, equine. I do a lot with horses, and we also do legacy sessions, which is for terminally ill pets or the aged pets. So I also am a equestrian sports photographer for a magazine, so I sort of do that on the side as well. Yeah,
excellent. And so tell me, we'll come back, so you get some really amazing stuff happening at the moment, but tell me why you came on board for coaching in the first place.
It's actually funny. I've got a bestie. I call her my intercontinental bestie. She's from over the ditch in Aussie, and she had done some training with you, and I saw her sales go from here to here, and she just seemed a wee bit different in her approach. And she'd mentioned she'd had coaching with you, and that it was fantastic. So it sort of pricked my ears. And knowing that you do mindset coaching, we both know that I'm not a fluffy woo-woo person. So I was really hesitant. And but I thought it was actually something that I needed to, I had just come off coaching about marketing and my systems and processes. And I guess I just knew deep down there was just that little bit that was missing. And I think that was about my mindset and the way I looked at things and believed things. So yeah, that's why I came to coaching.
Awesome. So tell me where you were when we started and now where you are now with your results.
Okay, so again, I'd come off coaching. I had all my systems and processes in place. I was marketing, but I wasn't getting the sales in. I was not confident with selling. I didn't want to sell. I didn't want to do IPS. I just wanted to do online digital sales. And I had done that with success in the past. But to be honest, Joel, there was that little something about in-person sales that intrigued me. And I guess it intrigued me as to why I really, really didn't want to do it. And now I'm averaging about $2,500 in my sales. And I love my sales sessions. I do everything via Zoom. My clients tend to love it. I think during the COVID pandemic, everybody sort of got very used to Zoom. So my clients actually really love being in the comfort of their own home. We have a great time over Zoom, and my sales have just skyrocketed, and not one, not two, but consistently. And that I think has been really big for me. And I think one of the things with my IPS sales, which I've gotten from training with you, is that I've lost that expectation about how that sales session is going to end. And instead, I kind of look at it like the last chapter of a book where you can't wait to find out what happens. And you're excited about what happens, but you don't have any expectations about how that story is going to finish. So that's kind of how I look at it. So I actually get really excited when I do a sales session now. Previously, no, it was off the table of even conversation. So that's where I was, and that's where I am now.
Awesome. So you've taken the pressure right off, really, with the sales, and like I think you're at, what was it, around $600 you're doing with the IPS? Sorry, the shoot and burn, if you like, and then up to 2.5, which is amazing.
Yeah. So I was sort of averaging between 600, 800. $1,000 sale was a massive celebration here. Recently, I will share this, I had a $6,700 sale. And that absolutely blew me out of the water. beyond recognition. And it was a little bit hard to sit through that sales session and not squeal. I was squealing internally, like a little kid. Yeah, so that was actually really, really nice.
Yeah, that was an amazing result. So tell me what you think made the biggest difference in the coaching that we've done together to change all that.
My perspective, not listening to what the dumb shit my brain says to me, that's been a big thing for me, I think, is recognizing the dumb shit and not listening to it. Getting rid of expectation is, I find is really freeing, not just in business, but personally as well. And I think that's been a huge thing for me that spilled over into my personal life as well. So that losing that expectation, taking that pressure off, and just having some fun, I think that's been really major for me. And learning about limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs are really important for me. As I look back on my life, and I can see now how those limiting beliefs really stopped me from going forward. And now I've sort of put those aside. I have, this goal to do before I'm 50, which it's not too many years away, just quietly. So, and I just like, anything is possible. Everything is possible. And you've got to have a goal and put the steps in place and get to that goal. So I guess it's just been so much has been released off me personally in my head.
Yeah.
My head has been stopping me for so long. That shit that my brain tells me, it's bad.
And everyone's got their belief structure and limiting beliefs that stop them from achieving what they want. And you've, surpassed that now, and amazing success. So if someone was wanting to do coaching with me or thinking about it, what would be your advice to them?
Oh, 100%, hands down. Do what you need to do in order to get yourself together and get into the coaching. And I'm going to say this. I'm not saying this because I've had great success or you're a mate or, I really like you or anything. I'm saying this from a client who doesn't like woo-woo, doesn't think there's anything in meditation. I'm not a fluffy person. I'm a straight up person. And you, to your credit, you had terrible trouble with me for the first 12 weeks that you coached me. I was really difficult because I questioned everything, because I was listening to stuff in my brain. So eventually I saw the light in there and I started to trust the process. And that's when I started to see the movement and the success. And it's actually not woo-woo at all. It's actually extremely beneficial. So even if you're someone that doesn't like woo-woo or fluffy shit, put it aside. Just get into the coaching, trust the process, stop listening to the shit in your brain, and reap the benefits out the other side.
Yeah, good advice. It's interesting that the thing we all call the woo-woo stuff it's called that because you can't see it. It's not physical, but it's actually scientifically backed and based that we limit ourselves so much in our own heads. But yeah, and we had our battles at the start, which were fun.
They were.
To your credit, you kicked on and you did the work and you got the results. So it's amazing. And Kate's got a book project starting up, and she's just launched it. Got amazing success already of like people wanting to be in it. So I can't wait to see the end result of that, which we're going to be working together, with for the next 6 months or so, which would be amazing. So thank you so much for jumping on and giving us a bit of insight into what you got out of the coaching, and have an amazing day.
Thanks, Joel. Love my coaching. Keep up the great work. It's really, really cool to travel, especially the book journey with you alongside me. I feel really, really lucky. So, yeah, thank you. You do good work, mate.
All right. See ya.
Take care.